Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks. I'm re-recording this Philly Brickfest 2018 haul video because even though I did one or two beforehand that were live streams, one of them got deleted from YouTube for no reason whatsoever. I don't know why. I didn't unlist it or privatize it or anything like that. It just disappeared from my channel. Come on, YouTube. So I'm here with hopefully a abridged version of that. And also, I missed a couple items from that haul, so it'll be a little bit more to see here than what I first recorded. So, let's get right into it. The only thing I could say right off the bat when it comes to the Philly Brickfest exhibitor swag is that I don't have the blue t-shirt on me. It's in the wash right now, but it did have the infamous date error. Like, the dates were correct, and it said April 19th to 22nd, but the problem was it said ND, or it was supposed to say ND for 22nd, but instead it said TH, so 22th or 22nd, as we called it throughout the weekend. I don't have that here to show you, but it does have the iconography on a couple other items. That was one of the first handfuls of things that I got just for being at the convention. There was also this nice backpack to get, which is a little bit better than the cinch bags that they've had in the past. Those have been broken off for me over time, but yeah, it's pretty much the same icon as this. Filled it a little bit more with the Superman-esque look to it, but yeah, pretty nice material there. I did also have the lanyard, which I swapped out the lanyard itself with Brainy Bricks Nation. I got that from Brainy Bricks himself. Thank you for that. It was nicer looking there, but I did also still have the one for LEGO minifigures. I also got a whole bunch of snacks to go with it. There was like a Fritos bag, there was a Three Musketeers in mine, a Laffy Taffy, and a water bottle. Things to, you know, keep eating throughout the day. I don't know why. A little weird assortment, but it happens, and not too bad. We also did have an exclusive item for, again, exhibitors only, as a simple little official LEGO pieces, but unofficial instructions and packaging for this build, which is the Superbot, or Super Brickbot. There we go. It is reminiscent of the first issue of Superman, which I'm at least familiar with the icon of it, or the front cover of it. So you basically build this Brickbot mini that can lift the car from this surface. I just knocked off the head for Brickbot. Whip. How does this go on? I don't know. Oh, there it is. But yeah, he can hold up this green car. He does have some posable arms and legs. And there it is, all assembled. Very nice looking. And it is actually built so that the car isn't minifigure compatible, but with a couple modifications here and there, you could make that happen. It is built so that you have this broken part on the front of it. It didn't run out of pieces. It's actually in the instructions like that. But still, a pretty decent build. I do like how it's reminiscent of the scene. And it was also nice for, you know, it does have another wheel in here, the fourth wheel. And it does have nice parts that they use for building just the Brickbot figure by itself. Having, again, Superman look to him. This is a softer version of the cape, and I like how it's attached in the middle there, where it's not stressing any parts or the cape itself. So, moving on from there, we did also have a couple items from the Legoland Discovery Center and the Lego Store. I signed up for an event, the Lego Store, where you could pay $10 outside of the event registration, and you would get 2 monthly mini builds, a $5 coupon for, you know, transfer through VIP points, and a small pick-a-brick box. It was really worth the value and pretty much paying for itself with the $5 off coupon. So, I got a couple items through there. I don't have the small pick-a-brick box with me because all the pieces are scattered now, but it's not much to write home about. A lot of pieces that were from the pick-a-brick wall, past and present. Only a handful of unique pieces in there. There was a Nexo-Knight set that was broken up. I don't remember which one, but I recognize some of the parts from there. As far as monthly mini builds, I got this frog, or Frog Prince. Very nice looking. Most people got that. Other people mostly got a dinosaur, and when I registered at the event, they didn't have a dinosaur available, but I did still get this little car and gas station, which is pretty cool. It is minifigure compatible, and I was actually hoping to save the wheels so that Clark could put them on when I met Brickatech there, but I was so all over the place, especially with my table being a mess. I felt embarrassed, and I'm sorry that I brushed him away. yeah, I still feel guilty about that 2 weeks later. But still a nice little build. And they did eventually come up with the dinosaur, but I'm like, no, I'm okay with this. This is pretty cool. And I could try to build that dinosaur later on or get it some other way if I really wanted to. I did also get a handful of brick badge pieces, including the custom ones for Maniac for Bricks and Bizarre Lego, hashtag Bizarre Lego. The rest of these are mostly standard. It's my first time at the Red Brick District, so very nice to have that. I do like the Glow Zone one. I actually did fluoresce underneath the Glow Zone. And the Philly Brickfest 2018, pretty standard. Brickfest Live, pretty standard. So that's good to have just for any event. But that one I think was the comic book one for this event specifically. Also did get a handful of them from other people that I met at the event. Top one, Classic Plastic Bricks. Thank you for that. And it's a nice, more durable 2x8 brick instead of the 1x8s. Got the hashtag Classic Corner from Dr. Lucky from Ficken Bricks. The Lego Asylum. I haven't done that impression in a while. Always great to have the Classic Corner here. We have the Beyond the Brick one, which I was a part of their live stream. Big thank you again to Classic Plastic for hooking me up with that, and for Beyond the Brick for having me on there. I know I'm very chatty, so I'm sorry I didn't get a lot of questions in there or comments about what I built. If you want to see that live stream, check out their channel. It's there should be a link somewhere, everywhere, and I'm about 16 minutes into the video. But also check out other people. There are a lot of good people on that live stream too. And we got the Brick Sisters, which is one of the groups you might have seen around for streaming on YouTube. Honorary Brick Sister. I'm not quite a sister, but I guess here I am. Nice to be a part of that. So, other than that, there was a whole bunch of other stuff. Legoland Discovery Center, I picked up a whole bunch of things, including the Lego City Jungle Polybag. I've already built it. I would love to get more of those tents for a campsite later on, but as one, it's pretty good. And it was only 2.50 cents, even less than your average polybag. I got this from a trade as a polybag, and also from that same trade got this Maniac Convention promo brick. Maniac for Bricks, Lego Maniac. I was inspired by Lego Maniac. I grew up with that, so nice to have that. And I did get 2 copies of that, but I have one I'm sending off to someone else in a trade. I did also get this free with purchase at the Legoland Discovery Center, Friends Polypod. I did also get this Lego Friends poster, free just for anyone to take, not with purchase. So, nice little thing here. I don't have enough Lego posters, guys. I think I'm actually near 30 Lego posters over any age. It's insane. I also picked up this fireman hat. I've seen it before. I thought it was a nice novelty. I have a few Lego hats already, like this one, or reminiscent of Lego. It's just enough to fit my head. I also do need a haircut, but I digress. And I also used it for a gimmick for the fire sale, yard sale, I hosted on Saturday night. I also got this cute little keychain plush dragon. A bunch of the larger ones were already bought and they were out of my price range, so I thought I'd get this one for $6. Very cute. I do have a couple other Lego plushes, and that's nice to add into the collection of them. I also got this $2.50 keychain. I don't get a lot of keychains, but this one was nice because I got my name engraved. Maniac 4 Bricks. There we go. It was just enough room to fit it all, and I had to squeeze a little bit of the text, but it fits there. I had a couple fonts to choose from, and I had a couple colors. I think another one was red, but it was still nice to get it in silver. Maybe I'll get a second one that'll be in red or something like that. I don't know. Try it at some later point. I did win a raffle prize, but I did not win a UCS Falcon or a UCS Sandcrawler or anything like that. Just a very simple Infinity War Corvus Glaive Thresher Attack 76103. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, especially when I haven't seen Infinity War as of recording this video, but does still look like a good set, and I did see a couple of reviews about it, so at least it's not, you know, at minimum it's good for parts and a couple play features, and I know 1 or 2 figures with it that are nice to have. I didn't already have Vision or Black Panther, so good way to get those. I have so much stuff around here, I don't know what I have. Did also have a couple of cards from several people, including this special signed Lego Freak card. Very nice of him to include that with a sig fig. I'll get to those in just a moment. In case you were wondering, free promo. Cape Madness, that's the one that made the cape for the upcoming figure I will show in just a bit from the swag pack from Philly Brickfest. And I should probably get to that right now while I'm talking about it. The cape was actually 2 of these capes for one of the exhibitor exclusives. So there's what the t-shirt basically looks like. And it did have it like on one side of it saying about the 20 tooth. There are actually 2 capes on here. Sand blue is the other one, and then the one just in white. This is actually the harder fabric of cape, not the softer one we saw before with the Super Brick Bot. But also, I did get a handful of sig figs and memorabilia. Nice to meet people there and to exchange sig figs with them. We have Cat Lady Bricks, Lego Man 130, Brooklyn Bricks, Lego Freak, Kellen 39, and Mary. And this one, I don't remember the name of the person, but thank you in advance as well for the 2x4 red brick. For some reason, they handed it to me, and I decided to play it off as Brickset. I don't know if they already saw them, but yeah, I used his bit about, oh, that's so rare, I can't believe you bestowed that upon me. I did also get a swag pack from Bricks in the Middle, aka Kevin Hinkle. Great comic series in general, non-sponsored. I personally love it. He's not telling me to promote it, but I want to promote it myself because I really do love it. There's some good humor to it for Lego fans of all ages, mostly adult. Not like adult humor, but like adult fans would relate to it a little bit better as far as collecting and storage and organizing that with the rest of your life goes. But still a lot of fun for Lego fans nonetheless. And I also included a figure in there, Sparks, that is a character from the comic series. I do have that character, that minifigure, but I have him used for something else that will be coming up later on the channel, so I swapped out a part or two. You'll get to see that later on as an Easter egg, so I'm sorry I didn't show it here on the video, but I did also have, with that, a whole bunch of little stickers and 1 or 2 business cards. So if you want to see more about it, Twitter, Instagram, they do have a website, Bricks in the Middle, BITM hashtag, or hashtag Bricks in the Middle to find out more. Or just, if you see Mr. Kevin Hinkle on social media, you'll be bound to see Bricks in the Middle somewhere in there as well. I do enjoy reading those. I am part of the email newsletter, so it's nice to see them in advance. I got a whole bunch of things from Cheap Aaron Bricks, as we're now calling him in the YouTube space. Aaron's great. I've talked with him multiple conventions. It's always good to get cheap Lego from him, and, you know, he's not trying to rip anybody off. He wants to genuinely help people out when it comes to finding certain Lego sets, so I'm really happy with this. It's also how I got the Arkham Asylum breakout a long time ago, so big thank you to him for what I have here. The Lego Castle Brickmaster, as if I don't have enough of these. I have the Chima, one of the Ninjago ones, Pirates, and one of the Star Wars, and this is nice to add into the collection of them. And also, I love this version of Lego Castle. The Fantasy Era is my favorite of them, so nice to have another set for that. Only a couple pieces missing that I can easily make up for my collection. And also, maybe 1 or 2 figures that might be missing, but again, they're easy to find. Lego Creationary. This was saved for me by Kellen under Aaron. She was like, you have to pick this up. With all the other Lego board games I have, yes, of course I had to pick this up. Has most of the pieces, includes the cards and the minifigures, and the rest of the pieces that might be missing are relatively common, so I'm not worried about it. Again, a good deal for it that I got through Aaron. I also picked up a couple of other models, mostly sets, but missing 1 or 2 figures or pieces that would be nice and easy to replace. This Cloud Car, the only minifigure version of it as of recording this video. I have heard there is going to be another one coming out later this year or next year, and I'm looking forward to that for an updated version. And, you know, they've had a bunch in between, but they've mostly been micro. This is only the one that's been so far compatible with Lego minifigures. Then we have the 2007 version of the AT-ST. I do have one already, but it's been torn apart in pieces a long time ago, and it's nice to get more than one of those. So if I do rebuild that someday, it'll be nice to have it as well. It does have the figure in there, only missing 1 piece or 2, but still a pretty good deal. I did also get a Snowspeeder. I only have the 99 version currently. Now I have this 2003 one to add into my collection. I do want to get multiples of these for a Hoth scene later on for the display shelves. Again, missing only 1 or 2 parts here and there. That'd be nice and easy. No problem on that. And figures, I have easily enough pilots to put in here and other models to put it all together. I also did get this Pharaoh's Quest set for helping out with one of the display tables, packing them up, and, you know, helping them move into Philly Brick Fest. That's why I came at Wednesday, or why I left here Wednesday, a little day earlier. But I was able to get this with some store credit. So, nice set. I did build this. It is one of the 3 that I still need to get for Pharaoh's Quest to complete my collection of them. I'll bring it up in a later video. The other 2, I know they still had there, or at least 1 or 2 I think Bubba Bricks might have bought. No problem with that. I wasn't sure if I was going to get them sealed or used or anything like that, but not too bad getting a sealed copy of this. And, yeah, it was actually a pretty good build. I do have the figures now, and it's, it'll be nice to add in for eventually another showcase video. I think I mentioned it before about the Maniac brick. I'm so far in this video. I've done this like 3 times now. I don't remember what I've already talked about for takes. But I also do want to mention, outside of the Philly Brick Fest Hall stuff, I did receive this in the mail when I got back, or like it's been sitting in the mail for me. But when I got back, I got to open this up. A-Fall Man was asking me if I was able to find the classic policeman. He was looking out for it. We do that sort of thing, trying to look out for each other, finding them in our own areas, and we'll reimburse when we find something if we have an extra. I've done that before when sending him the NES Classic. He reimbursed me for that. This time around, ironically, he found the Classic Policeman before I did and sent me my own copy of one. So nice to have the series completed and also have this as part of the anniversary stuff for this year with the 40th anniversary of the minifig. So, big thank you to A-Fall Man on that. I do recommend his channel because he's a great guy in general. I really enjoy his builds and the way he's revamping the Lego City. Really got some good content out there and well engineered. So, definitely check it out. Personal recommendation. I think I covered everything. Good. I guess with the rest of my time, I'm just going to organize all this stuff because it's still been shuffling around here and there. I haven't fully unpacked from Philly, and I do have a few things to pack still for Shock Culture Con coming up this weekend. So I really had a great time with it. If I prepped a little bit more in advance, a separate video about that, I would have had probably a better time and a little less stress, but for what was there, it was great to see everybody. I had a great time all through the days, and I really, Philly Brick Fest gets better and better with every year. I'm really looking forward to next year, and hopefully by then I'll have more to display, more people to talk to, and more good times and memories to share and create. We'll see you next time with more LEGO videos, and let me know in the comments below if you went to Philly Brick Fest. What did you think of the event, exhibitor, vendor, or just a day guest? We'll see you next time with more LEGO videos, and I will have more of those vlogs coming soon.